Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to the Viewer's Choice Top 10 Maps for August 2019. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. On this month's chart with an approval rating of 62%, it's Victoria by XSR. We'll be talking a little bit more about the approval rating a little bit later in today's show. At number 9, it's Maybe Sort of Like Europe by loarrivodatutteleparti with a 65% approval rating. This is one of those realistic but not realistic European maps that actually works. Lots of time being spent into this one and definitely worth a glance if you want to do something just a little bit different. At number 8, it's Weber's Falls by Sandite Spartan 117 with a 67% approval rating. Now the approval ratings seem a little bit lower than normal. That's because there has been a little bit of skullduggery going on in the background with people marking down maps, but don't worry, BonBon is on it, more to come. At number 7, it's Greenway by Greyflame with a 69% approval rating. Greyflame, a really great creator, and they have more than one in this month's top 10, so watch out, you'll see their name coming along sometime soon. They are Greenway by Greyflame at 7. At number 6, it's Spud Falls by Greyflame. Well, I did promise there'd be a long, didn't I? And they are. This is with a 75% approval rating. Yes, approval rating skullduggery. Let me start talking about that during the cinematics, starting from the top 5. So anyway, there we are, Spud Falls at number 6. Into the top 5 with the cinematics. Shigaki by Ostev. I've got to say that the cinematics don't do this map any justice whatsoever. Really do have a look at the proper full review that we did earlier on in the month. The link is in the description. Or, of course, load up the map and have a look at yourself. It is much better close on in. At 76% approval rating, Shigaki by Ostev. Beautiful and highly detailed map. And I will talk about those skullduggery right up after this one. At number 4, we have Goslingburg Almost Vanilla by Wellington 6012. Love the ravines in this one. Great map. So yes, a few people been deliberately trying to affect the scores. Far more people are voting up high maps down as a 1-star rating. Don't worry, I have an algorithm to work around that one. I'm not using the algorithm today because having looked at the algorithm, there was hardly any change in the final top 10 if I'm honest with you, even with the skullduggery. Goslingburg Almost Vanilla at number 4 by Wellington 6012. Into the top 3. At number 3, Grünewein, yeah, something like that, by S7 Hablos with a 79% approval rating. So yes, when we get to the end of the year, I'm going to run the algorithm. But yes, very little in the way of changes. In fact, the biggest change was a map down at the bottom of the table, about 18th or 19th place, which dropped 4 places. Everything else was just 1 place here or 1 place there. To be honest, not really worth chasing up. There you go, S7 Hablos at 3 there. Into the top 2, at number 2, we have Bruck by Waftthrudnir. And, or is it Bruck? He did say in the description how to pronounce this one, but I've completely forgotten. Or was it in the comments? Anyway, beautiful map, lots of beautiful scenery going on this one, and lots of river valleys to build into. So yes, if you really are feeling about trying to affect the final scores on these top 10s of the month and of the year and all that sort of thing, it's not going to make any difference in the end. Honestly, you make such a minor difference, and overall, it all balances out in the end. At number 1, this month's top map even, Castamere by Bringer of Fire with a 94% approval rating. Bringer of Fire doesn't half know how to make a good map. This one's pretty much vanilla, and it's very hot and humid and dry, and everything looks really great about it, and a good build plane too, including some more vanilla asset trickery is the best way I can put this one, with tunnels and dams and stuff. Definitely worth checking out. Here's that tunnel. I just want to show you that one. So Castamere at number 1 by Bringer of Fire. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing, and for voting honestly voting in what maps, which helps give us the ratings for this end of month chart. Thanks for watching. I've been BonBonB, and you've been very, very welcome.